Hold on. Let's go back a little bit.
If you'd like to be considered for a set, leave me a comment below. Sub to the channel and maybe a pair will be yours. This episode's winner is 10th Scale Garage. 10th Scale, thanks for hanging on the live chat and being an overall great member of the RC community. Let's raffle this thing off as well. Oh, come on. Who is it? No way. Yeah, 10th Scale. Oh man, did 10th Scale Garage take off? Because that's hilarious if he did. Yeah, man, 10th Scale Garage, I will send you this sweet cage. And you're the first one with this cage. And hopefully you get to put it on a sweet, sweet 10 scale chassis.
Well, it looks like we're building a drift car.
Yep.
That's right, guys. We're going to be building a super SCALEAS RC drift car inspired by KPOPRC. And we're going to use a few parts that he actually sent me. But who's KPOPRC? KPOPRC makes sick videos of scale models, boats, giant 5th scale stuff, drifters, crawlers. The guy does it all. He also has one of the best live streams on YouTube called and he's the creator of the hashtag. So if you're into scale drifters, check out his videos. He's built replicas of Adam LZ's S13, and he's currently working on a smoke-rolling replica of Cletus's Crown Vic neighbor. Make sure you go sub up for some epic RC content. Tell him 10 Scale sent you. Now let's get to it. All right, the first thing we got to do is open this package from KPOPRC and look at those seats. 3D printed by K-Pop himself. How lucky am I to have these? They look great. And bam! There is the Sakura D4 chassis fitted with that sweet roll cage that K-Pop sent. How epic does that thing look? I probably should have used the Sakura D5, but, you know, I don't play by the rules, apparently. And look at this sweet angle. Oh my gosh, this thing is gonna rip. I can't wait to see it in action. So yeah, let's put some stuff in it, shall we? So here I am. I'm using some of my favorite stuff ever. This is shoe goo. It's permanent, it's waterproof, but you can get it apart and take it off if needed. So it's kind of like that perfect mixture. And I'm using some 3D printed platforms right here just to kind of bump up the seats so they look more scale inside the cage. Yeah, so I've got one for both sides, and I'm just slathering them in there with shoe goo and making shoe goo boogers. I'm super good at making messes with it. So speaking of making messes, I'm just gonna smash all the shoe goo out of the bottom of the thing and drop it right down on the floor. You know, that's how we do. Yeah, just a big old glob on the seat there and stuff it into the cage and onto that platform. Of course, onto the other side. And yeah, look at that. Oh, it's looking sick. It is looking sick. I can't wait. Yeah, pretty good result for just a couple 3D printed things. So while we wait for that to dry, let's see what else is in the box. Super hot boy wheels. I'm not a big fan of these, but Sky RC, I've used these in the past. They're pretty decent for what they are. Should work well in the D4. A Leopard 4370 kV brushless motor. This is a 9-turn. Yeah, it didn't break the bank. 20 kilogram servo with aluminum arm and the pinion for the brushless motor. A programming card for the ESC. Toro! Aluminum hexes and body clips and body mounts, a front foam bumper, straps for the battery, and manual instructo For a receiver, I'm going to be using the Spectrum, and for a gyro, I'm going to be using this gyro that I just got a while ago, and these are both stolen from the SG1603 project that went, well, it burned to the ground. All right, let's get some tools and start putting some electronics in this thing. All right, so before I put the servo in the car, I need to make sure that it is centered. So I've got all the electronics hooked up here minus the motor, but I'm gonna fire it up, bind it with my transmitter, and then I'm gonna make sure that the steering servo is centered before I put it. Yes. All right, so the bolt that I'm using to hold K-Pop's cage to the chassis is right here, and it's in the way of the servo. Like, the servo won't go in there, so I'm gonna have to take that out. All right, I got the servo in, and look at this angle. Oh man, it's really starting to look like a drift car now, guys. I've got the motor in there, but just kind of loose at the moment. So I'm putting the bolts into the motor, but leaving it loose so I can fit the pinion. Yeah, and we want to make the gear mesh just right. You want just about a paper's width of space in there, and make sure that you don't look at what you're doing and you just get way too much Loctite on the thing, on the grub screw before you. Oh yeah. Yeah, it works. I need to just like tidy up some of this wiring. So I've got these hilariously long zip ties that I'm going to use to, I'm going to give it the old zip and snip so I don't have this ridiculous tail like sticking out of the thing. Did I mention that putting the cage in before fitting all these electronics was a bad idea? It was a bad idea. There's the zip and there's the snip. Boom, there it is. And I've got this space like right here in front of the driver's seat, and I think that's where the ESC is gonna live, right there. So I can't get this gyro to work right. Like, I can get it to steer right, but I can't get it to steer left. It just won't turn left. Like, I've tried all kinds of different positions. I've tried like resetting it a bajillion times. I don't know. It won't turn right for some reason. So I think I'm gonna get a different gyro, well, now it's just stuck on a doom loop. Yeah, because this is not working. Frustration. So while we wait for a new gyro to come, let's put the wheels on. And you know I couldn't leave the normal wheels on there. I gotta put something sweet, some BBS meshies, you know, because race car. How sick is that, guys? This thing is looking awesome. I can't wait to actually see it in action. And what do you think? There it is. That's all the progress that I've made so far, and I think it's looking pretty wicked. So make sure you sub up and stay tuned, because this is just part one. In the next episode, we're going to be fitting some more scale accessories and the body. What body do you think I'm going to put on this? Let me know down below. And in the meantime, make sure you go sub up to KPOPRC. A huge thank you to him, because, you know, without him, I wouldn't have a lot of these scale parts or the inspiration to put this thing together. So yeah, we'll see you real soon, guys. Until the next one, laters.